So here's a long story about Louie the barn cat. We've lived in this house for 7, 8 years. Uh, when we were here for the first year and a half, this random cat showed up in our backyard. Fluffy, beautiful, well kept, wearing a harness. Never seen him before. I always kind of keep an eye out for the stray cats that come through. He was real friendly. I'm a cat person. My wife's a cat person. He understood. He read it immediately and was just great friends. He initially, when I saw him, I brought him inside, closed the door, and he just climbed the walls. He wasn't having it. And my initial thoughts when I see a sweet cat like that is my head, there's some little girl that's crying her head out, her eyes out somewhere, that's missing her baby. So it was real important that I try to find the owner. Called the owner. The name on the tag. She lived just 2 doors down. Said that, hey, that's Louie. He's an outdoor cat. He's real sweet. Just let him do his thing, and that's fine. And over the course of like the next year, year and a half, little guy, he sweet. If you're in the hammock outside, he'd jump up on you and just purr and just be a happy cat. He'd even come inside for a 30-minute hour stretch, sit on you on the couch, and just be this really sweet, happy guy. We ended up finding a rescue cat up in my tree. Uh, Another story altogether. Long story long, she was real fixated with me. My little shadow. I saved her out of a tree. She follows me around nonstop. She's my girl. She knows it. And she just didn't care for Louie. She just would just hiss at him. I don't know if it was jealousy or what it was, and just wasn't having it. And so we started seeing Louie less and less. He A lot of the reason why he was wandering was that the he didn't like kids, and the woman that lived 2 doors down, she came from states away, had brought this barn cat with her. Now this and she moved in with her daughter and her grandkids, and Louis does not like kids. He hears kids playing out back, he just glares. He's just not happy. Doesn't I've had little kids come over and meet him and stuff, and he just doesn't want. He's not aggressive, not mean, none of that. He just doesn't have it. So, but anyways, so we started seeing him less and less, and somebody was taking care of him. He showed up. He would show up, like a month later after not seeing him, groomed. So somebody was definitely loving on him. The owner ended up moving away and left him. Gave us all the paperwork and said, "Hey, he's your cat now." But this had happened in the middle before I got my rescue kitty. And we are like, "Take this cat with you. This cat, you said this cat got you through you losing your husband. How?" Didn't ask, whatever. It's just not right. So, anyways, you start seeing Louis less and less. Probably about 2 years ago, hadn't seen him for at least 4 or 5 months. He was in my driveway, and he came right up to me, climbed up my leg. He remembered me, and so, anyways, last yesterday, or 2 days ago, my wife ended up getting a random phone call from this woman that says, "Hey, I have your cat. Come get your cat." This poor guy ended up probably 10 miles from here, from my house, and over across the Danes Point Bridge. I'm guessing the people that were taking care of him had moved and taken them with them. Anyways, Louie's older now, and she found this guy on her back porch, and 8 pounds, sick. She spent $150 on him at the vet before she called us, and she's like, come get your cat. And like, he's not our cat. He's his own dude. And we kind of explained to her the situation. And then I guess she ended up turning him into the Humane Society and trying to cure him for whatever he's got going on. And my wife had to go there to authorize treatment on the cat, which she had to go sign something, which I don't know, again, how she or anybody, how we are the owner. I guess it's because we're the last known people. So I don't think he's probably going to pull through. My wife had gone up there. She wasn't able to see this guy. He wasn't able to see him. He was back there. I don't know if they're putting him down or what the situation is, but it's just kind of sad. I'm pretty angry at the woman that had just abandoned him, especially if she was so emotionally attached to him. That's just rotten. Again, I've been around. I've had a few cats in my life, and this is one of the sweetest guys that you would ever meet. He's just this lap guy, very, very happy, not aggressive. My little 8-pound dog, he would be friendly with her. Unfortunately, my rescue cat just did not like him, and so that's why we quit seeing him. Anyways, long story. Hope that's not too sad. I'll update. My wife's been calling the Humane Society, but I suspect that they're probably going to put him down because he's older and pretty sick. The woman that had found him, she seemed open to keeping him. She had some cats of her own. She sounded like the nicest person in the world with the best heart to do what she did. But I just don't think she was the financial obligation of trying to nurse this old sweet cat back to health. So it's kind of a bad situation. It's sad. Just wanted to share that. Don't abandon your animals, man. That's terrible. They depend on you. It's crazy.